Welcome back to yet another Project Sekai event guide where we are asking who is translating the event names. Seriously, the weirdly translated event names are actually making me wonder if the event stories are actually translated correctly or if we're getting some weird meaning in them. Also, for my 3 Ace Attorney fans in the audience, we know how you feel as Project Sekai fans. Sebastian the Vest becoming Eustace winner is just really bad. But with that, the next event is an Unmissable Spirited Affair, also known as Once in a Lifetime Pandemonium before translation. The event will run from June 30th to July 9th and is a cheerful carnival mixed event in the happy attribute with a colorful festival attached to it, and because of this there is no commissioned song. The focus character for this event is Rui, with the supporting cast being Tsukasa, Shizuku, Mafuyu, and Airi. And the event synopsis reads as follows. For their upcoming school trip, the second year students of Kageyama High are going to Kyoto. Tsukasa is looking forward to the trip, but Rui on the other hand seemed to have very little interest in the trip. However, at the same time, one of Rui's classmates suddenly call out to him. After the event, we will see the Afterlife show that will be running from July 9th to July 10th. Once you participate, you will get 300 free crystals and a sticker of Rui called I Saw This Coming. And in the virtual shop, we will see a glow stick. This time around, it is shaped like a spooky spirit lantern, and a glow stick will set you 1,000 crystals back if you want to pick it up for your virtual live avatar. Of course, we will have the event gacha running alongside the event, but since the June Colorful Festival will be running with the event also, we do have a little bit of a different setup. From June 30th to July 4th, we will see the June Colorful Festival gacha that will come with the 2 exclusive Colorful Festival cards and the 6% rate up for 4-star cards. The 2 Colorful Festival cards includes Kohane with the card Kaleidoscope Footprints.
私はこれからもあんちゃんの隣で
Kohane is a cool attribute card and a life scorer skill card with the skill name My Singing. Life scorer skill cards works as follows. For 5 seconds, 70% score boost if your life is less than 800, or 100% score bonus if life is above 800. For every 10 plus life above 800 though, you get an increased 1% score bonus up to 120 score bonus altogether for the 5 seconds. And of course, since these are limited cards, Kohane comes with an exclusive costume called Shane's Memory Jacket that has a unique accessory only unlockable once she unlocks her haircut at Mastery Rank 2, and a universal accessory that Kohane without the haircut and every other character can wear once they unlock the costume. The second character in the Colorful Festival is Akito with the card The Thirsty Wanderer.
本当に心配かけて悪かったな。
Akito is a cute attribute card, and he has a combo scorer skill called What Can Never Be Lost. Combo scorer skills will give you 120 score bonus for 5 seconds as long as you keep hitting great or perfect notes. If you hit a good or lower, the score boost will be reduced to 70% for the 5-second duration. And Akito's unique costume is called Over the Wasteland, which comes with a unique accessory only wearable by Akito once he unlocks his haircut, and a universal accessory wearable by every boy once they unlock the costume and Akito with his standard haircut or other limited haircuts. And that leaves us with the actual event gacha being City of Spirits that will run from July 4th to July 11th. The 3 event cards will be available with rate up in the Colorful Festival portion of the gacha too, but the 2 Colorful Festival cards will vanish once the Colorful Festival ends at July 4th. So if you want the Kohane or the Akito, you need to get your summons in during the Colorful Festival portion. But included in the City of Spirits, we have Rui with the card Something Left in My Heart.
たまにはこういうのもいいね。
And of course, as always, the event gacha cards are all of the happy attribute to match the event. Rui is a healer skilled card with the skill name to pack your memories away, and healer skills will recover 350 life and give an 80% score bonus for 5 seconds at talent level 1. Rui's unique costume is called the one who controls Gashudokuro. And Rui's unique costume does not come with a unique accessory. Of course, he still has his new haircut for being a limited card which can be unlocked at Mastery Rank 2, but he will not get a unique accessory to go along with that haircut. But he does come with a universal accessory wearable by everyone, and of course Rui once they unlock the costume. The second card in the gacha is Tsukasa with the card The Winner Has Been Decided.
どうしてまた大貧民に
Tsukasa is a healer skilled card with the skill name A Star-Shaped Handicraft, and since Tsukasa and Rui shares the same skill, they will do the same thing. Tsukasa's unique costume is called the Fox and the Tanuki's Stand-Up Collar and does come with a unique accessory wearable by only Tsukasa once he unlocks the Mastery Rank 2 haircut, and it also comes with a universal accessory wearable by everyone and Tsukasa in every other haircut he owns. Our final card in the gacha is Shizuku with the card Unreasonable Light Snowfall.
みんな、どうか気づいて。
And Shizuku is a perfect locker skilled card with the skill name with lots of memories and souvenirs in hand. And perfect locker skilled cards will make all bads and higher become perfect for 5.5 seconds and grant you an 80% score bonus for 5 seconds. And I'm going to butcher the name of Shizuku's unique costume, so bear with me. Her costume is called the Sashiki Warashiri Sailor Uniform, and like Tsukasa, Akito, and Kohane, she comes with a unique accessory, only wearable by herself once she unlocks the hairstyle at Mastery Rank 2, and of course she also comes with a universal accessory, wearable by everyone once they unlock the costume. This leaves us with the exchange up cards, with Airi taking the 2-star slot with her card. I'm looking forward to it. Airi is a pure attribute card and a perfect locker skilled card. And if you have kept track, this does mean that Mafuyu takes the 3-star slot with her card Relaxation Time. Mafuyu is a cool attribute card and a scorer skilled card with the skill name Even Though We're Apart, Our Feelings Are Close to Each Other. And of course, Airi and Mafuyu will be available for the standard prices in the event exchange shop once the event opens. And with that, we have summarized the general information about the event and can move over to the event team building. And of course, as always, the 3 event cards will have the 70% bonus, being Rui, Tsukasa, and Shizuku. Akito and Kohane are not event cards as they are colorful festival exclusive cards instead. But that's standard. What cards do we have available with a 50% bonus? Starting with the main character for this event, Rui. And it wouldn't be a mixed event if something wasn't amiss. Rui only has 2 available cards. He has his 3-star from the Release Celebration Gacha, and he has a single permanent 4-star in the form of his card from the Full Power Wonder Halloween event. We do have an asterisk for Rui though, as he is supposed to have a 3rd available card, being yet another permanent 4-star. But as most people know, Revival My Dream, which was a happy event, is not available on the English server, meaning that his 4-star card from that event is not available to be used in our team building. Following that bleak character up, we have Tsukasa, who has 5 available cards. And Tsukasa has his 1-star card from the release of the game, his 2-star card from the event Smile of a Dreamer, and 2 permanent 4-stars. This includes his 4-star from the event Full Power Wonder Halloween, just like Rui, and his 4-star from the event Desperate Situation Island Panic. And as an extra bonus, he also has his Happy Birthday card from first year available. But Tsukasa also has an asterisk, as he was supposed to have 6 available cards for this event, being that his 3-star card from the event Revival My Dream, just like Rui, is missing altogether from the English roster. This really sucks because we were supposed to have 5 available 3 stars, but we got kneecapped because Revival My Dream was removed from the English servers. Following this up with the last gacha character, Shizuku has 4 available cards. This includes her 2-star card from Connecting the Painful Hope, her 3-star card from the Release Celebration Gacha, and 2 permanent 4-star cards, one being from Let's Deliver a Hopeful Stage, and the second one being from At the End of Unraveled Threads. And this leaves us with the exchange of cards. Starting off with Airi, she has 6 available options with a 50% bonus. This includes her 2-star card from the event Let's Deliver a Hopeful Stage, her 3-star card from the event Raging Sounds at the Summer Festival, and 3 4-star cards, 2 limited, 1 permanent. The first limited 4-star is her Colorful Festival exclusive card from the June 2021, we got it in June 2022, Colorful Festival Gacha. Her second limited card comes from the event Operation Secret Valentine, and her permanent 4-star comes from the event At the End of Unraveled Threads. And as a bonus, she also has a happy birthday card, being Happy Birthday from second year. And that leaves us with Mafuyu, who has 5 available cards. This includes her Release Celebration Gacha 2-star card, her 3-star card from the event Run Sport Festival, the executive committee is very busy, and 2 permanent 4-star cards. The first permanent 4-star comes from the event Unsatisfied Pale Colors, and the second one comes from the event Mirage of Lights. And she also has a happy birthday card as an extra bonus, hers just like Airi being from second year. And because this is a virtual singerless event, we have no chances for 40% cards to alleviate the pressure, meaning that this is the final roster. And this roster is weird, as is tradition with mixed event. Even when we don't have virtual singers, we have to have someone being a problem. Though in this case, I feel like it's not the fault of the character, rather the fault of the removal of Revival My Dream, even though Rui wouldn't be looking too hot either way. The most sour thing is that we were supposed to have 5 available 3 stars, which is a super solid thing to have, but the Revival My Dream removal of Tsukasa has put Tsukasa in a really weird spot. Still, this is such a weird event building. 3 happy birthday cards is almost unheard of, Rui with only 2 available cards, we're missing a 3-star card, which could have made it so that you could build a full team of 3-star cards, which is super strong. The fact that Rui doesn't have a 2-star and Tsukasa manages to have both his 1-star and his 2-star available. And the 4-star cards are abundant, but they don't really feel like they make a difference. It's only Airi who even has a limited one, and most of the permanent 4-star cards are from pre-year 2. Like, we're looking at some of the oldest permanent 4-star cards, but that doesn't guarantee that everyone has them and can fill out their roster with them. Still, I hope that most people have an option for Rui, seeing as his 3-star card is his Release Celebration Gacha one at least, which is seemingly more common to have. As always, I hope everyone can make a team with a 250% bonus, or at least a 230% bonus, seeing as we don't have any 40% cards available. A 240% roster, of course, is a Happy Attribute 3-star card at Mastery Rank 5 that isn't one of the 5 focus characters. But with that, I don't think I have a lot more to say about the event team building other than it being very weird, so let's move on to the future usability of the Colorful Festival cards and the event cards. To make it easier to differentiate between them, I will start with the 2 Colorful Festival cards and then go over to the event cards for the future usability. Out of Akito and Kohane, both will see use once, Akito being the first one to do so in the event Burn My Soul that will run from October 11th to October 20th. Burn My Soul is a Vivibad Squad Squad unit-focused event with Akito as the main character, meaning that Akito of course is available with a 70% bonus for this event. This does mean that the Thirsty Wanderer is less gameplay value if you do wanna summon from both Burn My Soul and the Colorful Festival. As for Kohane, she will see use during the event Whip the Wimp Girl that will run from April 30th to May 7th, 2025. This is a limited Vivid Bad Squad unit-focused event with Anne as the main character, with Toya and Kohane being available in the gacha with her. This does mean that Kohane is available with a 70% bonus in the gacha if you summon both from the Colorful Festival and Whip the Wimp Girl. This does mean that Kaleidoscope footprints are technically of lower gameplay value, especially seeing as Whip the Wimp Girl is a limited event, meaning that Kohane will come with an exclusive hairstyle in that event too. Moving over to the event roster's future usability, it actually looks pretty decent. Shizuku is without use altogether, and the same for Mafuyu as we can currently see on the Japanese server. But Tsukasa and Rui sees use twice, both of them. They will first see use during the event Our Happy Ending, that is Wonderland Showtime's Arc Ender event that will run from August 21st to August 29th. And in this event, both Tsukasa and Rui are only ever available with a 50% bonus, as it is Emu, Nene and Wonderland Showtime Meiko who take the 70% bonus slot. This does mean that the Rui and the Tsukasa from Unmissable Spirited Affair does have higher gameplay value, as even if you summon from both Unmissable Spirited Affair and Our Happy Ending, you will not get a better Tsukasa and Rui from anywhere else. Rui and Tsukasa will then see use during the event Blacklight Lens Flare that will run from January 23rd to January 29th, 2025. This is a permanent Wonderland Showtime unit event with Rui as the main character and Nene and Rin as the supporting cast in the gacha. This does mean that Rui is available with a 70% bonus if you summon from both Unmissable Spirited Affair and Blacklight Lens Flare, but Tsukasa will only ever be available with a 50% bonus for Blacklight Lens Flare, meaning that Tsukasa does have a higher gameplay value while Rui has a lower one. Still, it's nice to see these cards being usable, especially seeing as they are limited cards. And finally, Airi will see use in one event, being The Scars Left Behind with Time, that will run from February 20th to either February 27th or 26th, 2025, depending on how they do with the leap year problem, as this year was a leap year. In The Scars Left Behind with Time, we will see Minori, Haruka and Miku as the gacha characters, meaning that Airi is only ever available with a 50% bonus, meaning that her exchange shop card is of higher gameplay value and more urgency to pick up. So the future usability of the cards from the Colorful Festival and the Unmissable Spirited Affair are quite high. I think this is one of our better selections of future usability, not counting Step by Step, that was a heavy outlier. So I don't really have much more to say, as it's clear that these cards are pretty nicely usable in the future, and instead we can look at the future limited costumes that you can pick up instead of these costumes. For new costumes, despite it being quite a large cast of characters because of the Colorful Festival, we have an actual quite small roster of choosable new limited cards. And the first character to get a new limited costume is Tsukasa during the event Hello Good Day, that most people will recognize as 3rd Anniversary, that will run from September 30th to October 10th. And because this is 3rd Anniversary, there is a Colorful Festival tied to this event, meaning that we have the 2 Colorful Festival cards Meiko, Kaito, and the event cards are Tsukasa, Minori, Kanade, and Ichika. This is followed by a new costume for Shizuku during the event, The Warmth That Guides Us, that will run from October 31st to November 7th. The Warmth That Guides Us is a more Jump unit-focused event in the limited variety and includes Haruka, Airi, and Shizuku as the focus characters. This is followed by Best Picture Wrap, where Akito will get another costume. Best Picture Wrap will run from November 30th to December 8th and includes Akito, Nene, and Wonderland Showtime Len. This is followed by another costume for Shizuku, where she will get her first colorful festival card during the New Year's event. Because she's only in the colorful festival portion, she will run from December 31st to January 4th, with Minori as her colorful festival companion. The 3 event cards that will also be raised up during this colorful festival portion will be Shiho, Leonine Meiko, and Mizuki. This is followed by another costume for Kohane during the event Photogenic Valentine that will run from January 31st to February 8th. Photogenic Valentine will include Ena, Haruka, and Kohane as the focus characters. This is followed by both Tsukasa and Akito getting costumes during Rise as One, Tsukasa being a colorful festival card while Akito being an event limited card. Tsukasa will only be available during the colorful festival portion, meaning he is available from March 30th to April 4th, 2025, while Akito is an event character being available all the way through the event duration, meaning he is available from March 30th to April 8th, 2025. In Rise as One, we will see Saki, Emu, and Tsukasa as colorful festival characters, and Akito, Kaito, and Honami as the event characters. And the final new costume we will see is another costume for Kohane during the event Whip the Wimp Girl that we've already spoken about. Whip the Wimp Girl will run from April 30th to May 7th, 2025 and includes Anne, Kohane, and Toya as the limited characters. Those are all the new upcoming limited costumes, but of course we do have a few rerunning gachas if you've missed your favorites. The first rerun we will see is the Darkness Festa that should run somewhere mid-October and then have its second rerun already confirmed for late June 2025. Then we will see the first rerun of Spooky Wolf Forest in early November. One with My Crew will rerun its second time in late November. Romantic Bride and The Scrambled Flower will rerun in late December. Lion Dance will rerun in early January. Shrine Maiden will have its second rerun in late January. The Knights of White will have its second rerun in late February. Imperial Soldier will have its first rerun in early May. And finally, the Moonlit Night Sisters will have its second rerun in late May. So there is definitely a lot of different options for these characters, especially seeing as there are 3 other colorful festivals you can pick from. Colorful festivals being highly valuable gachas. And the rerun selection isn't bad either, with some heavy hitters, and if you have missed one of your favorite characters either through not getting them through the gacha or you've just missed the gacha altogether, a rerun is a perfect time to pick them up. But that leaves us with the final question. Should you participate in the once-in-a-lifetime Pandemonium Unmissable Spirited Affair event and summon from the City of Spirits gacha? And as always, the answer is yes if you have the funds and you want the cards, but seriously, this is some high value gacha. Except for Step by Step being an heavy outlier, these cards have seen a lot of use. Of course, Shizuku has yet to see use, and Akito and Kohane see use in events where they do have a 70% bonus, but still, both Rui and Tsukasa see use in 2 events where 3 out of 4 times they are 50% bonus. And it's not like a 50% card in a 70% gacha is unusable. Akito and Kohane will still be usable, especially if you aren't summoning from Burn My Soul or Whip the Wimp Girl. And even if you are summoning from those events, there is a chance you don't get the Akito or the Kohane and instead get the other 2 characters in the gacha, as you can never make sure you get all 3 characters even with 90,000 gems. It is also worth remembering that this is a colorful festival and you should get your summons in during the colorful festival portion. It is much more valuable to summon from the colorful festival than it is during the standard gacha. That 6% drop rate really does change things. Colorful festivals are highly valuable and the limited cards in this gacha are great. And it's not only the value of summoning from a colorful festival gacha, the Rui only having 2 cards available in event team building and Tsukasa lacking his 3-star card really makes the Rui and Tsukasa from this gacha so much more valuable. And this is again taking into account that they are usable in the future, and if you upgrade them to Mastery Rank 1 or unlock their hairstyle at Mastery Rank 2, they will see even more value, being 60% during the 2 next coming events. I really do think that this is one of the better sets we have seen. Of course, I do have some problems, and that's why I'm not personally summoning from it that I can point out. Akito and Kohane with Kaleidoscope Footprints and the Thirsty Wanderer are not my type of cards, and that's why the Colorful Festival is not as enticing for me, but I know a lot of people like these cards a lot. And the biggest question is, why does Rui not have a unique accessory for a 3rd year limited costume? In what world did that pass the check? But the card art for these cards are some of the best in the entire game, and the costumes are decent in my opinion, and the hairstyles is what's really lacking in my personal opinion, but I know that people love these cards. With how great these cards are, how solid the costumes are, the card art being so amazing, and the future usability being versatile, I can even advise people who aren't quite sure that this might be a gacha to go for just out of a purely aesthetic reason. Like, you will get high value from this gacha if you really aren't sure what you want to summon from in the future, because it is a colorful festival and these cards will see future use. But once again, it is your crystals and your account, and you should not summon for cards that doesn't make you happy just because they have high gameplay value, and you especially should not summon for cards that won't make you happy on a personal level. So down in the comments, do you think I'm incorrect about this? Do you think I'm overhyping these cards, or are you agreeing with me that once in a lifetime Pandemonium, cough cough, I mean Unmissable Spirited Affair, is a super solid set? I really love to hear your opinions, and I try to keep up with the comments. It has been quite busy, so I have a few backlog comments that I'm getting to, but I promise I will read them soon. And while you're down there, leave a like, share this with a friend who might not know about the Unmissable Spirited Affair event, and make sure you're subscribed and have rung the bell so you get notifications about the next monthly preview and the next event guide. I am so close to hitting 10,000 subscribers, and it would be a dream to do it close to my 1st year anniversary that will happen on the 30th. But with that, I am thanking you from the bottom of my heart for making it to the end of the video. I will not keep you here any longer. Let's get out of here for the week.